Brought my girlfriend to my parents' Passover Seder, and now she's been acting weird and distant ever since. So I, 25M, been dating my girlfriend Lily, 23F, for a little over a year now. It had been going great and we were getting very serious, even talking about moving in together. So my parents asked me to invite her over to their house for a Passover Seder last month. For those who don't know, Passover, it's basically like a meal combined with a story to celebrate the story of Exodus, the Jews being freed from slavery in Egypt, Moses, etc. I've only had one other serious girlfriend when I was in college and she was Jewish. Lily is not Jewish, but honestly, my parents don't care. They didn't really like my ex and seemed to really like Lily. I grew up very secularly. All that being said, there are a lot of Jewish-specific things happening during a Passover Seder, so I think my parents, especially my dad, felt this need to maybe over-explain things to Lily, and it seemed to make her uncomfortable. I didn't say anything at the time, which I regret, because I did notice that she seemed off like quieter than usual. But I also thought that she might just be a little quiet because she was meeting my parents and that saying something might draw more attention to it, which she wouldn't want. Not an excuse, just an explanation of my mindset at the time. Anyway, since then, and it's been nearly a month, Lily has been kind of distant. She usually spends most nights in my apartment, but has only been over a couple of times and hasn't wanted to be intimate. I noticed this within a week and tried to talk to her about it. I apologized for my parents' behavior and emphasized that I love her and her not being Jewish doesn't matter to me. She just turned kind of blushed bright red and said it was fine, but it's obviously not fine and she doesn't want to talk about it. Does anyone have any advice on how to broach this again or what to do or say? I'm really lost and I don't want to lose my relationship over this. Update 1 week later. It's been a weird week, so I apologize if this isn't the most coherent update. After I posted, I really appreciated the advice, noting that I might be making some assumptions about what was upsetting my girlfriend. So I asked her if we could talk, and then I just wanted to be open with each other. She agreed to meet up on Friday after work when we normally would anyway, for a date. So I made a nice meal for her at my apartment. Her favorite thing that I cook, this creamy lemony pasta dish, and then afterwards, I tried to just kind of have this open-ended conversation about what I noticed, e.g. how she's been more distant, and was there something wrong? She was really hesitant, just looking kind of nervous, and then she just kind of blurted out that the Seder made her uncomfortable. Okay, so that's what I thought, right? So I figure, okay, let's talk this through. It turns out that while she knew I was Jewish, she didn't think I was so Jewy until she came to the Seder. I cringed and told her that the word Jew was inappropriate, and she did not like me saying that. There's a part of the Passover Seder where we say next year in Jerusalem, just like a kind of hopeful attitude in light of the Jewish diaspora, I think. Anyway, she said that she found that part really inappropriate given the current war in Gaza. I told her that those things were not connected. My family has no real connection to Israel, and the Seder is hundreds, maybe thousands, years old tradition that long predates the modern state of Israel. She didn't seem to care about that. So I finally asked her if she had a problem being in a relationship with me given my Jewishness. She emphatically stated that no, she loves me, but it was a shock and she needs time. That really threw me, though, and I asked her what she needs time for, but she didn't have a real answer. So I went to my parents for the weekend to just kind of get away, since I wasn't sure what all this meant. While I was gone, I got an alert on my phone that an AirTag was following me. I found it hidden in my car. I called Lily and she denied it was hers, but I was pretty sure she was lying, since she's not a good liar. Finally, she admitted she was trying to see where I was going and if it was to the temple. I honestly haven't been inside a temple since my bar mitzvah almost 13 years ago. Anyway, it should go without saying that I ended it. I blocked her on everything. I destroyed her. AirTag too. No clue what the heck is wrong with her, but it feels anti-Semitic, I guess. Wish I had a happier update. I thought she was the one, but screw me, I guess. Edit. I finally read through all of the comments to those that made me laugh. I sincerely thank you. I'm very stoned right now, eating sour gummies and laugh, crying at stupid movies. That's my coping mechanism and I recognize it's not healthy, especially with my Ashkenazi gastrointestinal issues. Anyway, to those who think this was an issue she had with my being religious, I don't think you understand what Judaism or Jewishness is. I'm not religious. I'm actually an atheist. Her issue was with my cultural background. She didn't see my culture because I guess it's not on display all the time. I mean, I think I have a pretty stereotypically Jewish sense of humor, but maybe she didn't put that together. Anyway, the more I think about it, the more I realize what other people said here is true. She wanted me to be generically white, and when she realized I was more ethnic than that, she had an issue with it. That's anti-Semitism. Full stop. I did end up telling some mutual friends the full story, and one of them told me they actually suspected she might have some conspiracy theories rattling around in her head, which if true, is like, damn, I don't even know. He thinks she was attempting to track me because of some protocols of the Elders of Zion crap she might believe. Like, she was hoping I would lead her to the secret meeting. I honestly hope that's not true, and I take it with a massive grain of salt. I honestly feel like maybe this is a weird dream I'm going to wake up from, and my perfect, beautiful girlfriend will still be there, but she's not who I thought she was. It's all too real. I'm not going to wade into the political quagmire except to say that my ex-girlfriend's issues with me was about way more than a war, thousands of miles away. I don't actually think she and I probably disagree all that much on how we feel about that war. If you can't separate those things and see the anti-Semitism behind her actions and attitudes and language, then you are part of the problem. And for those of you who've been asking for the recipe to the lemon pasta, here it is. Hope you all enjoy the lemon pasta.